Hey guys, Adam here from the Tint Academy. Now I'm going to talk about slip solution for tint and PPF. So for both applications are wet installations, meaning we need to apply it while it's wet. So for start with the window tint, we have 3 or 4 really good videos explaining the actual breakdown of how to build your slip solution. So for window tint, if I'm using one of these Zep bottles, which is about 1,000 milliliters or 1 liter, I'm just going to use baby shampoo. We want to do 6 to 8 drops. Now, if it's colder outside, we're going to go closer to 6. If you find that your tint is getting too stuck and it's getting tacked into the window, we're going to go closer to 8. Now, with our water source, we only want to use distilled water. Reason is tap water has a lot of contaminants, calcium, magnesium. That's going to leave little white spots in the film, which is going to look like a poor installation. Baby soap is a non-bonding soap, so it's actually going to create a little bit of chunky soap in your bottle. So every day you want to make sure you wash out that bottle and you clean it out and have fresh slip solution every day. Next thing you're going to need is a glass cleaner. One of our biggest pet peeves is when someone finishes their installation, the windows look all streaky, door panels look streaky, and it really irritates the customer that you could have a great installation, but it's actually looks like you left a mess behind. So always have a good glass cleaner. You want to use a non-alcohol, non-ammonia base, which says tint safe glass cleaner on it. Clean it up. So a lot of tippers say it's not my job to clean it. We suggest you always leave the car looking better than when it came to you. So clean up any kind of mess you left behind, clean the door panels, clean the actual glass so it looks like a brand new car when they come to pick their car. Now moving on, we're going to go into our PPF slip solution. PPF slip solution is a little bit different than our window tint slip solution. It is a wet-based installation, but we want it to tack a little bit more onto the paint. So I'm going to use my same Zep bottle, about 1,000 milliliters of water. Then we want to use baby soap. We only want to use 1 pump of baby soap per 1,000 milliliters of water. Some manufacturers will say about 1/2 pump to 1.5 pumps. We find that 1 pump is perfect. So next to our water source, we only want to use distilled water. Sometimes you can get away with it if you use tap water, but it may leave some granules or some contaminants behind. Specifically on a black car, we can see those contaminants a lot easier. Now, the next thing that we're going to use is what's called a tack solution. Tack solution would be isopropyl alcohol mixed with water. If I'm using a Zep bottle, I want to use 50% isopropyl alcohol, 50% water. Now, the isopropyl alcohol should be about 70%. If you use a 90%, it actually burns and eats away at the glue. Now, you can use also a 1:3 ratio, so 1 part isopropyl alcohol, 3 parts water. This is used to tack the film to get that stretch out of the film and also do our panel cleaning before I lay down the film. Now, a product that does replace it that we find that's really good is what's called Shield Prep. It works phenomenally, a little bit better than isopropyl alcohol to clean up all those areas before we actually do our installation. It's going to pull up any kind of dirt, debris, or grime that may be left after our washing, so it doesn't get trapped between the film and the body of the car. So it's a cleaner, better installation. So those are 2 major differences between PPF slip solution and window tint installation. So you get the best installation for your film.
Check this out.
Okay.
I look good.
Okay. On the street and I got my swag on.